It's the AFC Championship game, and the road to a Super Bowl goes through New York. It's the Chiefs and the Jets on Sunday night.
The playoffs are in full swing as we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports. Coming up tonight as we close another Sunday of football, we have a fantastic matchup for you between the Kansas City Chiefs and the New York Jets. Hello to everyone watching. Joined by Brock Heward up here in the booth, I'm Kate Scott. And in a while, we're going to find out the answer to a question that fans have been asking for nearly half a year at this. So now it's the Jets getting out on offense for their opening drive. And it'll be their rookie QB who brings them out.
And he doesn't have the advantage he usually does coming off a bye week. Both these teams came in here well-rested after a Sunday away. Of course, that means an extra week of prep work for this defense, too. So he's got his work cut out for him to find ways to attack them today.
Here's Breece Hall on the ground for the first time. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up.
Ready up.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Hey, smash Bronco. Set go.
Throwing now off play action. That's caught. It's Breece Hall. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Pushing the pace right away to start the game. They go play action on first. Into the hands of Garrett Wilson. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Following that completion, medical staff headed out for an injured player. We'll see what the nature of his injury is. Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. Hall running between the tackles. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
They give on second to Hall. And here's another stop made right at the line. Nice back-to-back reps from this defense.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Throwing on 3rd and long. This throw is caught. And he's going to take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Jets finish off their opening drive. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
The Jets and their quarterback ready to take over once again. And the turnover puts them right back out there. Just a few plays since they scored that touchdown.
Well, they didn't get much time to rest, but guess what, Kate? That defense didn't get much time to rest either. Now you could go in attack mode while they're still shaking off that last touchdown.
On first down, here comes Hall. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
the 32. Hall there to haul it in. Escapes a defender. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
From the red zone now. This one's caught. And he drives this down to the 8 before going out.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Throwing now from the gun. The throw is caught. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. So we're through one here in the AFC title game. Both teams neck and neck so far. More from MetLife coming right up. Back now for the second quarter, and the Jets, they have got to look towards that end zone. Fullback trying to power it across. And he's in for the touchdown. The Jets kick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Goal line formation, a give to the fullback powering forward. Is that Lorenzo Neal? That Tom Rathman down there, Brock? It doesn't get more old school smash mouth than that.
Yeah, I think you could go back to the early 1900s with no face masks and still find that play, that formation, and yes, sometimes even that touchdown.
The Jets ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3 and out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
They start the drive with Hall. Oh, he drops a cut to the right sideline. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
Let's go now. Set up.
First down, and they go right back to him. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Here's Hall once more. And he's going to run this down to the 36-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next. So it's the 2-minute warning here from MetLife. The Jets would take the lead with a score. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Fullback dive up the gut. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Now might be a good spot to remind everybody, about for the 1000th time, how much better athletes these D tackles are today, Kate. A decade or two ago, they just ate up space. Now, they eat up running backs.
From the gun on 3rd down. Into traffic, complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. It's caught. That's Mike Williams. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. Now a stoppage for an injured player, and it's somebody who's dealt with his share of these. Mike Williams, the man shaken up. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Paul takes it straight ahead. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
3rd and long for him here. And he takes it in. Touchdown, New York! The Jets take the lead just before halftime. Garrett Wilson with the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
The Jets headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And eventually, Brock, one of their drives is going to fail to reach that end zone. But through 3 possessions so far, they have been perfect.
Yeah, and in order for that to happen, somebody somewhere on this defense has got to rise to the occasion.
Play action on 1st down. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
They start the half with a give to Hall. And he's brought down for a loss. We get a stoppage here. One of their big blockers up front. In some pain following that play. He's being attended to. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Looking for a throw here. That throw finds Conklin. And he'll take it past the midfield stripe and start to push into Chiefs territory.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
He has the first over the middle. And they make the tackle at the 38. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it'll give the Jets a 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, short of the 15. It's a 21-yard gain. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
Let's go now. Set, go.
Running this with Hall. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
And he cannot shake the tackler along the line of scrimmage. They'll need 4 to convert now after no gain on 2nd down.
You know, when receivers have room to operate, that's a play that can totally gash a defense. But, Kate, when you get down here in the red zone, it becomes so much tougher because you have a whole lot less space. And, in fact, you'll see defenses swarm like that one just did.
Third down from the gun. He completes it in traffic. He has the New York touchdown. Now in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
The home teams are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And as we're reminded of some of the highlights of this game, his touchdowns ranking quite high among them. We're going to see 3 of them here, and if you're scoring like that, Brock, it normally means you've had a pretty darn good game. They'll start this one out with Hall. And it took a couple of guys to hold him down there after a gain of just 1.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Let's go.
They go right back to Hall. And hopefully a bit of a wake-up for their ground game. It's a solid pickup there on the play. Give him 4 on that run. That's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
Has his man, it's Corley. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down.
Go.
Give to the fullback, diving straight ahead. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
Okay, go ahead and pinch me. I think we just saw it. Not only a fullback getting a touch, but getting a double-digit gain. I think the big guy's earned himself another carry or 2 with that run.
Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. Here's Hall on the give. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
1st and 10 from the 41.
Here we go, set. I go.
They go play action here. Cut by the open man. go up by 2, scores 13 points in the fourth. Garrett Wilson with the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. Yeah. End of story. You can't give up that much yards.
This offense and their quarterback making their way back out there, ready to take over once again. Their lead still more than a field goal, thankfully, should the worst happen, Brock. But obviously the goal here is to hang on to the ball and try to run this game out.
Yeah, the goal is to get to the best formation in the history of offensive football. The victory formation.
The victory formation.
That is all that you're thinking right now, is just make these plays, run out this clock so we could take one more knee and celebrate.
They'll go right side with Hall. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Here we go.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. Complete out to the right side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10.
Come on. Set. Go.
It's Hall on the carry. And they needed more than one defender. Their powerful runner stopped for just 1 yard. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up.
Ready up.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Let's go now.
It's a toss headed left with Hall. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of about 3, so a third of what they needed. 3rd and 6 coming up.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
Bass's kick is good. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
That kick right there, Kate, it was a crucial one that really just caused...
So the win goes to the Jets. And they'll raise that Lamar Hunt trophy high as champions of the AFC. And that earns them 2 more weeks of football until they head to the Bayou and fight for a Super Bowl.